Good morning, students. Let us have continuation of examples on limits and continuity. So in that, whether the given function is continuous or not. Okay, if the given function is continuous, so in order to find the value of unknown quantity, okay, find the value of k for which the function defined below is continuous at x equals to 1. Question is find the value of k, so for which the given that function is continuous at the point x equals to 1. Function is defined as x square minus 1 divided by x minus 1 for x is not equals to 1, and at the point x equals to 1 f of 1 is given as a k. Okay, first you write what they have given in the given data. Okay, so at the point f of 1 equals to k, so here they himself given that function is continuous, so it implies that at the given point and the given function both are equal, so we have to find the unknown quantity k. So first you consider limit of f of x as x tends to 1 is equals to function is here greater than 1, less than 1 is not given, directly given x is not equals to 1, so directly consider this function in place of f of x, that is x square minus 1 divided by x minus 1. A square minus b square, so that is a plus b and a minus b. X square minus 1 square, 1 square means 1 itself, therefore that is x minus 1 and x plus 1 divided by x minus 1, so both get cancelled, so we'll get x plus 1. So if you put the x tends to 1, so it becomes 1 plus 1 as a 2. And also at the point function is continuous at the point x equals to 1, limit of f of x, x tends to 1 is equals to f of 1, so that is limit of f of x, x tends to 1, so that is equals to 2, and at the given point f of 1 is equals to k. So if the function is continuous means both are equal, so 2 and k are equal, so if 2 equals to k, so k value is 2. It is simple question. Given that function is continuous, you have to find the value of k, means here after substituting that limit value, so we'll get the value as 2. So at the given point they himself given f of 1 equals to k, means directly k value is 2. Okay, so another similar function, so function is defined like this: x is less than or equals to 1 and x is greater than 1 at the point x equals to 1. See here, for x is less than 1 function is defined, x is greater than 1 function is defined, and x equals to 1 less than or equal it is. Okay, for equal, so you have to consider, so given that function is continuous, you have to find the value of k. So consider at the given point x equals to 1, here the function is defined as f of x equals to 5x minus 3k. Okay, f of x equals to 5x minus 3k at the point x equals to 1 means in place of x you have to put the value of x equals to 1, f of 1 equals to 5 into 1 minus 3 into k. Okay, so this is at the point given point, so we'll get the value as f of 1 equals to 5 minus 3k. Next find the LHL and RHL, because less than 1 is defined, greater than 1 is defined. Okay, for LHL limit of f of x as x tends to 1 minus, so that is equals to 1 minus means, so you have to consider x is less than 1 value. Okay, that is 5x minus 3k, x tends to 1 minus, so that is equals to, as h tends to 0, x tends to 1 minus of h. Okay, 1 minus h, x tends to 1 minus h minus of 3k, as if h value is 0, so it becomes 5 minus 3k, so this is your LHL value. Okay, at the given point, so this is the value, put the value x equals to 1, so in this, and LHL means, so you have to consider x is less than 1 value, so this is 5x minus 3k, as h tends to 0, x tends to 1 minus h, so that in place of x we are substituting x equals to 1 minus of h. If h value is 0, 5 minus 3k. So RHL, limit of f of x, x tends to 1 plus means, so for x is greater than 1, 3x square minus k into x. If x h tends to 0, x tends to 1 plus of h. Okay, 1 plus of h whole square minus k into 1 plus h. for greater than one value, so we'll get the function as a 3x square minus k into h. So in this h tends to 0 means x tends to 1 plus h. Okay, h value is 0, so we'll get 3 into 1 square, so that is 3 minus k into 1, so that is 3 minus k. So this is at the given point, and this is LHL and this is RHL. Given that function is continuous means, so all the three are equal, 5 minus 3k, 5 minus 3k and 3 minus k. If all the three are equal means you can easily find the unknown quantity k by considering any two, equating any two terms. Okay, equating these two terms, so k value, so minus 3k, so you can consider on this plus 3k minus k means, so it becomes 2k, and 3 you can take on LHS, 5 minus 3 it becomes 2, 2 to get cancelled, therefore you will get the unknown quantity as k equals to 1. Similarly, a function, another function, so you make given that f of x equals to x square plus a for x is greater than 0, equal to 0 for x is less than 0. Here also function is continuous at x equals to 0. What should be the value of a? Given that function is continuous at that given point, then we have to find the value of a. Similarly, write the given function. At the given point x equals to 0, function is defined as x square plus a. If you put x equals to 0, here x equals to 0, so this term becomes 0 and this clearly it is a. Therefore, f of 0 equals to a. Consider the LHL one. LHL means we have to consider the function for x is less than 0. That is minus x square plus a, x tends to 0 minus, so that is equals to limit x tends to 0 minus, so if you put 0, so it becomes minus a only. Okay, so in this no numerical terms are there, directly unknown quantity x becomes 0 means, so it is minus a. For RHL, so you have to consider x is greater than 0, the function is x square plus a, limit x tends to 0 plus, so that is if that x itself is 0 means again it is a only. Okay, so here no numerical terms are there, so I am not considered as h tends to 0, both are same. Okay, so this is at the given point and this is LHL and this is RHL. Given that function is continuous at the point x equals to 0, so what it implies, all the three are equal. As given that function is continuous at the given point x equals to 0, so all the threes are equal, minus a equals to a equals to a, equating any two terms, so it becomes a, that is a plus a, so that is 2a equals to 0 means a is equals to 0. Okay.